Every single week, you walk into a store and pay full price for things that have a built-in discount sitting one question away. The stores are not hiding it exactly. They just built their entire business model around the fact that most people never ask, never compare, and never look up what the same product costs somewhere else. The average American household overpays by an estimated $5,000 to $6,000 every single year on ordinary purchases. Not on vacations, not on luxury items, on the everyday things sitting in your bathroom cabinet, your kitchen pantry, and your living room right now. Today we are counting down 20 things you should never buy at full price again. Number 1 on this list is something you buy every single week, and the full price version is one of the most successful psychological tricks the retail industry has ever pulled off. Let's get into it. Number 20. Brand name over-the-counter medications. This is the one that should genuinely make you angry the next time you stand in the pharmacy aisle. Advil, Tylenol, Benadryl, Pepto-Bismol, Aleve. The store brand version sitting directly next to it on the same shelf is required by federal law to contain the exact same active ingredient at the exact same dosage. This is not a quality difference, it is a label difference. Ibuprofen 200 milligrams is ibuprofen 200 milligrams whether the bottle says Advil or CVS Health. The brand name charges you $12 to $14 for the marketing budget, the celebrity endorsements, and the packaging design. The store brand charges you $4 to $6 for the same pills. The FDA mandates bioequivalence. You are not getting better pain relief. You are paying for the commercial you saw during the evening news. On a household that buys OTC medications regularly, this single swap saves $200 to $400 a year without changing a single thing about your health routine. Number 19, greeting cards. A standard Hallmark greeting card at a grocery store or pharmacy costs $5 to $9. A birthday card. A piece of folded cardstock with a pre-written sentiment inside that the recipient will read once, smile at, and put in a drawer or throw away within the month. Dollar Tree sells greeting cards for $1. 25. The cards look nearly identical. They have the same foil finishes, the same sentimental language, the same design quality. If you send 20 to 30 cards a year for birthdays, holidays, and occasions, which is conservative for most households, you are spending $120 to $270 at Hallmark pricing versus $25 to $38 at Dollar Tree. Nobody receiving your card knows or cares what you paid. They care that you remembered. The $8 card does not communicate more love. It communicates that you grabbed it at the pharmacy without thinking. Number 18. HDMI cables and phone chargers. If you have ever bought a TV, a game console, or any electronics at a big box store and let the salesperson add cables to your purchase at the register, you have paid the most expensive cable markup in retail. Monster Cable HDMI cords at Best Buy run $30 to $50. The exact same signal travels through a $7 cable from Amazon Basics or any third-party manufacturer. HDMI is a digital signal. It is either passing through completely or it is not. There is no such thing as a higher quality picture from a more expensive cable. The signal does not degrade with cheaper materials the way analog signals do. The premium cable industry was built entirely on the analog era's reputation for wire quality, and carried that mythology into a digital world where it no longer applies. Phone chargers follow the same rule. A $6 USB-C cable charges your phone at the same speed as a $30 Apple-branded one. Buy the cheap cable, put the $24 back in your wallet. Number 17. Printer ink cartridges. Printer ink is, by volume, one of the most expensive liquids on Earth. It costs more per milliliter than fine champagne, expensive perfume, and in some cases, human blood used in medical procedures. The manufacturers sell the printers cheap and make their margin entirely on the cartridges, which is why they engineer proprietary systems that reject third-party ink. Third-party compatible cartridges for most major printers cost 60 to 80% less than the OEM versions, and they work. The color quality for standard home printing, documents, school projects, photos for the fridge, is indistinguishable. For professional print work where color accuracy is critical, use the brand cartridge. For everything else, the compatible cartridge gets the job done at a fraction of the cost. A household that prints regularly saves $80 to $150 a year just from this one switch. Number 16. Brand name spices. McCormick is the dominant spice brand in America, and it has one of the highest per ounce markups in the entire grocery store. A 2.5-ounce bottle of McCormick garlic powder costs $4, 50 to $5. The store brand equivalent on the shelf below it costs $1, 50 to $2 for the same size. The contents are chemically identical. Garlic powder is garlic powder. The FDA regulates spice purity and labeling. There is no premium garlic. There is no superior cumin. The spice itself comes from the same global agricultural supply chain, regardless of whose label is on the bottle. If you cook regularly and have 15 to 20 spices in your kitchen, switching entirely to store brand saves $40 to $60 per year on spices alone, without a single noticeable difference in any dish you make. Number 15, gym memberships at full posted price. Almost nobody who works in the fitness industry will tell you this publicly, but gym membership pricing is almost entirely negotiable, especially at mid-sized chain gyms. The posted rate is a starting price, not a final one. Gyms operate on high fixed costs and need consistent membership volume, which means an empty slot costs them money every month. Walk in at the end of the month when sales staff are trying to hit quotas and ask directly what the best rate they can offer is. Ask if they will waive the initiation fee. Ask if they have any corporate discount programs your employer might qualify for. The worst they say is no. Most of the time, they find something. January is the worst time to join because demand is at its annual peak. September and October, when the resolution crowd has dropped off, is when gyms are most motivated to deal. The same membership that costs $50 a month in January often goes for $25 to $30 in October. Number 14, eyeglasses from an optometrist retail display. The markup on eyeglass frames sold through traditional optometry offices is one of the most extreme in retail. A frame that costs $15 to $20 to manufacture is regularly sold for $150 to $300 at the optical counter. Most optometry offices in the United States are owned by or affiliated with a single parent company that controls a majority of the premium frame brands, the designer labels, the fashion brands, the house brands, all manufactured in the same facilities. Online eyeglass retailers like Zenni and iBuyDirect sell prescription glasses starting at $6 to $30 for complete pairs including lenses. The frames are different, but the prescription optics are ground to the same standard. For a household where 2 or 3 people wear glasses and replace them every 1 to 2 years, this single switch saves $400 to $900 over a 2-year cycle. Number 13, moving boxes. If you have ever moved and bought a bundle of moving boxes from U-Haul, Home Depot, or a moving supply store, you paid somewhere between $2 and $5 per box for something that is available completely free in 3 places most people never think to check. Liquor and wine stores receive shipments constantly in double-walled boxes designed to protect glass. They are among the strongest moving boxes available, and stores give them away because they pay to have them recycled otherwise. Grocery stores, especially the produce section, go through high volumes of sturdy boxes daily. Buy Nothing groups on Facebook and Nextdoor always have recently moved neighbors giving away full sets of boxes for free. The average move uses 50 to 80 boxes. At $3 per box, that is $150 to $240 in cardboard you used once and then broke down for recycling. Every one of those boxes is available for free if you ask in the right place. We're at the halfway point, and we have already identified $1,000 or more in annual savings across these categories. But the second half of this list is where it gets serious. We are talking about the biggest purchase decisions most households make: cars, furniture, travel, medicine, and in every single case, the full price is built to be negotiated down. Number 1 is something you are most likely doing right now, and the correction is so simple it almost feels embarrassing. Stay with me. Number 12, extended warranties at the register. Almost every major retail purchase now comes with the offer of an extended warranty or protection plan at checkout. Laptops, televisions, appliances, phones, mattresses. The salesperson is trained to present it as essential coverage. Here is what they are not trained to tell you. The markup on extended warranties is typically 50 to 80% pure profit for the retailer. The failure rates manufacturers use to price their warranties almost always make the math unfavorable for the buyer. Consumer reports and multiple independent analyses have consistently found that for most product categories, you will spend more on the warranty than you would have spent repairing or replacing the item out of pocket. There are exceptions. Appliances with expensive repair histories, electronics in high usage environments. But as a default, saying no to the extended warranty at the register and self insuring by setting that money aside is the statistically better financial decision the majority of the time. Number 11, new furniture at full retail price. Furniture retail has two predictable sales cycles that most consumers ignore. The industry runs deep discount events around Memorial Day, Labor Day, and President's Day that consistently offer 30 to 50% off. Buying a couch or dining set between those windows at posted price means paying a premium that disappears entirely if you wait 2 to 6 weeks. Floor models are a separate opportunity entirely. Showroom floor pieces are discounted 20 to 40% simply because they have been touched and sat on during display. The actual wear on a floor model in a furniture showroom is minimal. Ask specifically at the counter whether any of the pieces you are considering are available as floor models. Most stores will not volunteer this information unprompted, but they will sell them immediately when asked. Number 10. Hotel rooms at the rate on the booking site. Most travelers book through Expedia, Hotels.com, or Google Hotels and assume they are getting the best available rate. The booking platforms charge the hotel a 15 to 25% commission on every reservation. Hotels know this, which is why most of them will match or beat any third-party rate if you call the front desk directly and ask. This is called the best rate guarantee, and most major chains have one, but they are not advertising it on the booking page. Call the hotel directly, tell them the rate you found online, and ask if they can match it or do better. In most cases, they can and will. You also get direct booking perks that third-party sites cannot offer. Room upgrade requests, flexible check-in, loyalty points that disappear the moment a middleman takes the reservation. Number 9, books at full cover price. A new hardcover book retails for $28 to $35. A paperback runs $15 to $18. These are the prices printed on the back cover and charged at airport bookstores and Barnes & Noble. Every single one of these books is available through your local library for free, usually within a few weeks of release. Thrift Books and Abe Books sell used copies in excellent condition for $4 to $8, with free shipping above a low threshold. Many titles are available for under $10 on Kindle and can be returned within 7 days if you finish them quickly. For audiobooks, a library card gives you access to Libby and Hoopla, which carry enormous catalogs at zero cost. A household that reads 12 to 20 books a year saves $250 to $500 annually just by changing where they source them. Number 8. New cars at sticker price. The MSRP printed on the window sticker of a new vehicle is not a price. It is an opening position in a negotiation. Dealerships build margin into the sticker specifically to give the sales team room to discount without cutting into profit. The dealer invoice price, what the dealership actually paid the manufacturer, is publicly available on sites like Edmunds and TrueCar. Knowing the invoice price before you walk in removes the dealer's primary leverage. Financing at the dealership is a separate profit center with its own markup. Getting pre-approved through your bank or credit union before you visit means you are bringing your own financing, and the dealership has to compete for that business or lose it. A buyer who walks in knowing the invoice price with pre-approved external financing and is willing to walk out if the number is wrong consistently pays $2,000 to $4,000 less than a buyer who negotiates from the sticker price with dealership financing. Number 7. Airline tickets at the price shown on your first search. Airline pricing algorithms are dynamic. The price you see on your first search is shaped by your search history, your device, your location, and the time of day you are browsing. Searching in incognito mode removes your browsing history from the pricing algorithm and consistently returns lower fares than a standard browser search on the same routes. The cheapest days to fly are consistently Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Booking on a Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon, when airlines historically release fare sales, gives you access to the lowest available pricing. Setting a fare alert on Google Flights for any route you are planning and waiting for the price to drop to a threshold you have defined saves an average of $50 to $150 per ticket on domestic flights and $200 to $400 on international. Number 6. Prescription medications at the pharmacy counter price. When a pharmacy processes your prescription through your insurance card, you pay your insurance copay. Most people stop there and assume that is the best available price. It is frequently not. GoodRx is a free service that negotiates group pricing on prescriptions with pharmacy chains, and the GoodRx price for many common medications is lower than the insurance copay. You show the pharmacist the GoodRx code on your phone the same way you would present a coupon and pay the negotiated cash price. For common generics, blood pressure medications, cholesterol drugs, thyroid medication, metformin, the GoodRx price is often $4 to $12 versus a $20 to $35 insurance copay. The pharmacist is not required to tell you this. You have to ask or look it up yourself. For a household managing 2 or 3 ongoing prescriptions, this single habit saves $300 to $600 a year. Number 5. Mattresses at the in-store price. A mattress is one of the highest markup items in retail. The typical markup from manufacturing cost to retail price is 900 to 1,000%. A mattress that costs $300 to manufacture sells for $1,200 to $3,000 on the showroom floor. The mattress industry runs aggressive sales almost continuously, which means the sale price is essentially the real price and the original price is a fiction. Mattress stores have extreme flexibility to discount because the margins are so large. Never pay the posted price. Always ask what the best cash price is, whether they will throw in free delivery and frame removal, and whether the price will come down at all. If they say no, walk out and come back the following week. The persistence of the sale will usually follow you. Number 4. Baby and children's clothing at retail. Children outgrow clothing in 6 to 10 weeks during rapid growth phases in the first 2 years of life. A $35 onesie from a boutique baby brand is worn for 6 weeks and outgrown. The same size exists in virtually perfect condition in every consignment store, Facebook Marketplace listing, and thrift store in the country, because every parent who bought it full price faced the same reality. Poshmark, ThredUp, and local Facebook buy-sell groups consistently carry name-brand children's clothing in excellent condition for 20 to 30% of retail price. For a child from birth through age 5, buying secondhand clothing exclusively saves an estimated $800 to $1,200 over that period compared to buying new retail. The child will not know the difference. The savings are real. Number 3. Jewelry at jewelry store markup. The retail markup on jewelry sold through chain jewelry stores is among the highest of any consumer product. A diamond ring that costs the retailer $800 in materials and production is regularly sold for $2,500 to $4,000. The markup exists because jewelry purchases are emotional, often associated with significant life events, and buyers are rarely in a frame of mind to comparison shop aggressively. Buying identical quality stones and settings from wholesale or estate sources, or through direct online retailers who cut out the showroom overhead, saves 40 to 60% on the same product. Estate jewelry and pre-owned fine jewelry carry the same metal content and stone quality as new pieces, and are available at a fraction of retail through estate sales, auction houses, and consignment jewelers. Number 2. Home internet and cable at your current rate. This is one that millions of households are overpaying on right now, without realizing there is a fix available in a single phone call. Internet and cable providers raise rates quietly, often after a promotional period expires, and the majority of customers pay the increased rate without ever calling to dispute it. Providers have what are called retention departments, whose entire job is to keep you from canceling by offering lower rates and package upgrades. Call your provider, say that you have been reviewing your bill and you are considering switching to a competitor, and ask what they can do to keep your business. In the majority of cases, the retention team has access to promotional rates and credits that are not advertised. Average savings from a single retention call are $20 to $50 per month. That is $240 to $600 per year from one phone call that takes less than 15 minutes. All right, before we get to number one, if this kind of practical money-saving information is exactly what you have been looking for, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We put out videos like this regularly, and you do not want to miss them. Now, number one, groceries at the full shelf price. This is the one most people think they already have figured out, and that confidence is exactly why it works so well. Grocery stores run a two-price system, and most shoppers only ever access one of them. The shelf price is the full retail price designed for customers who are not enrolled in the store's loyalty program. The loyalty card price, which is shown right next to the shelf price on the label, is dramatically lower on dozens of items throughout the store every single week. The average family leaves $30 to $50 on the table per shopping trip by not using a loyalty card, which is free to obtain and free to use. But that is only the first layer. Store brand products at every major grocery chain are manufactured in the same facilities as the national brands, using the same ingredients. Canned tomatoes, pasta, olive oil, frozen vegetables, butter, flour, sugar. The store brand version is the same product with a different label at 20 to 40% lower cost. A household that shops with a loyalty card and substitutes store brand across 30 to 40% of their cart saves an estimated $1,800 to $2,400 per year, compared to buying national brands at shelf price without a card. Every single week, on the most routine errand you run, this money is sitting there, waiting to be reclaimed. 20 categories, thousands of dollars a year. Which one is going to change how you shop starting this week? And is there something you have found that belongs on this list that I did not cover? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and the best suggestions end up in future videos. Subscribe to the channel for more of these. And YouTube thinks you will like this video next, so check it out, and I will see you in the next episode.